Welcome, Virgo, to the Temple of Consciousness. My name is Ava, and I'm inviting you in to my temple for your August 2024 Astrology Tarot Forecast. This is a reading that's relevant for you if your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign is Virgo. I begin the reading with the astrological aspects I think are important to the month. There are many, of course, that are also important, but I like to pick out those that are that feel most significant for the current events of the month. And so we're going to track the transits of Venus and Mars. Venus moves into Virgo, I think on the 3rd or the 4th. I can't remember right now, but it's the 3rd or the 4th, right at the beginning of the month. And this is your sign. So it moves into your first house. The first house represents the self, the way you are seen by others, and the way you see yourself. This then can facilitate a month of self-improvement, because Venus, the Sun, and Mercury are all in Virgo. By the middle of the month, you'll have your Sun in Virgo, which is why it is your birthday. So happy, happy birthday. This means that you have a lot of energy for self-transformation. You might want to dress up, spruce up, so you look your best. You're going to radiate a certain charisma, a certain, just a lovely vibration of positivity and confidence. Venus is a planet that symbolizes in astrology love, beauty, money, what you value. And so the emphasis is on value towards the self, valuing yourself, doing things that make you feel good, that uplift your spirits. Now, Virgos are, I think, almost obsessive about their diet and about their physicality. Virgos are very physical people, but they are also quite analytical, detailed in their exacting in their speech and in their expression, general expression. So you are really going to absolutely love this month. It's a great birthday month for you. The reason is that you will have an opportunity to exhibit to everyone your charm, your Virgos are often quite popular, so your popularity will increase. People will be drawn to you. I mean, you've got your Sun, Venus, and Mercury, so that's speaking beautifully. Mercury. That's acting with a great deal of value placed in yourself. So it's the elevation of self-confidence, self-awareness. You're going to shine, and everyone will love you this month, Virgo. Now you also have transiting Mars in Gemini. Jupiter is also in Gemini, and Gemini is your 10th house. The 10th house is the house that signifies pure ambition. It is the house that governs your career, how you contribute to society, what you offer as your skills, your talents, your wit, your intelligence. And with Mars here, Mars is a symbol of energy, intense, very almost aggressive energy. So it's in your 10th house of career, of your professional life. And even if you don't work, if you're retired, it's about your knowledge, about the experience that you've had in your ability to contribute, your talents, your skills, your intelligence to the world. So it's now been infused with this dynamic Mars energy. But Jupiter's there too, bringing you good luck, helping you to expand out that realm of your life, of work, of, those qualities that you have that help you to sustain yourself, to support yourself, and to support those whom you love. And this wonderful, wonderful combination of Venus, the Sun, and Mercury in your first house of self, and Mars and Jupiter in your 10th house of career, your professional life, is an awesome, absolutely incredible combination, because it lends the ability to control the kind of aggressive, impulsive, and almost thoughtless kind of force that Mars represents in your 10th house. It's being made less harmful because it can be very aggressive energy, and you don't want it to, it's very competitive. And whereas competition is wonderful, it isn't good to actually hurt or cause pain in the process of you winning and becoming successful. So Venus in your first house will temper this by making you lovable, kind and passionate, and even beautiful, so that you attract to you the wealth and the success that you need without having to fight for it. And isn't that wonderful? So, I think that sums up the astrological influences of the month. So now, let's start your tarot reading. And I do like to use my tuning forks. These are healing instruments that I use in my profession. I'm a yoga teacher and a sound therapist. I help heal people with sound. And I would like you to listen to the sound of these specifically calibrated tuning forks and let it penetrate. Just listen. So, here are the cards. I'd like to shuffle for just a few moments as I express my gratitude to you for being here for one. If you're new, welcome. If you're old, older viewer, thank you for your continued support and viewership. I very much appreciate it. This is my homecoming, I guess. I've come home after, as I said in my last video, destiny always knows better. And so I'm following my destiny back here. And I also want to thank those who have ordered a reading, a private and personal reading from me. I, as a long, very long time tarot card reader, appreciate each and every one of your situations that I can use the tarot to find solutions, insights. I learn from every reading I do, these here as well as the ones I do privately. That is for you, private tarot. If you don't know why they're valuable, they say forewarned is forearmed. And I believe that very much to be the case. It has been for me most of my life. All right. So, the first card represents the overall mood or energy, theme of the month of Virgo. Pardon me. Of August. Pardon me. Oh my goodness. All right. In the position of the overall energy or mood of the month, we have strength. This is one of the easiest cards to interpret. It's matter of fact. It's about strength. So I can anchor it back to your Venus in your first house. and Mars in your 10th. I would equate the Mars energy to the lion. That our fair maiden is taming. She tames her with love. That's your Venus in the first house. She tames the beast, that ambitious force that's been unleashed this month. You're going to feel it. So you want to temper it. You want to tame it. And this is what the card is about. And it's about developing your inner strength to tame the outer forces that are against you or even on your side, but can lead to perhaps aggressive or unconscious behavior, impulsive behavior. This is so appropriate because in the first house, Venus is asking you to go into that side, the softer side of yourself, the loving side of yourself, the sweet side of yourself. When a Virgo is loving and sweet, that's the force to be reckoned with. The charm of a Virgo is unparalleled when they aren't sinking into deep despair over whatever it is that they take so seriously at the moment. They're a very serious sign as well, but fun-loving. And when you have Venus in the first house, it is about that softer, fun-loving, humorous, charming side of yourself. So you tame all your opponents, enemies, if you have any, or the opposition, be that whether it comes from within or from the outside. You exhibit the attributes of compassion, love, forgiveness, kindness, and beauty. So, that is the very first card of the reading, first position. Aha! All right. Another major arcana card, the moon. A very different energy, by the way. So, what I think it's addressing is what I've just mentioned, is that a Virgo can be one of the most jovial, lovable characters in the world. Socially adept. Able to bring together disparate people forces, the peacemaker, a beautiful peacemaker, or they can be enormously pessimistic. They call it realistic. You call it realism. But really, it's just an attitude of a deep seriousness about life, which produces much good and great art and profound insight. But it can be a heavy burden. So, this is about the burden of those more negative attributes of Virgo, that seriousness, that disappointment, that sort of being trapped by this thought loop that is showing you, or instead is driving you into states of somewhat sadness or just disappointment or even frustration or anger. All of that is represented by the moon. It's the shadow side. But strength is the cure. Venus in the first house is the cure. So you have to leave behind. That's your challenge, is to leave all that behind and become the best you can be. The best Virgonian traits need to be embraced. Not only will that help you psychologically and physically to make you strong and healthy, Venus in the first house of body, of self, but it will also give you that success, that material success that Mars in your 10th house is also demanding of you. That's your challenge. Oh, good. And in the position of the unexpected, we have none other than the Fat and Happy card. I call him Mr. Fat and Happy. He's so content that he becomes self-indulgent. That could very well be, again, correlated to Venus in your first house of self. Venus is a pleasure seeker, being in love with that which gives pleasure, comfort. This is all about that. The 9 of Cups. The gentleman represent sort of, you could think of him as a shopkeeper. And he's done really, really well. And his trophies are those 9 cups behind him. And now he's in such a fortunate position through his long labor and emotional commitment, which is also represented by those 9 cups. He's now ready to celebrate, to sort of let his hair down and share his joy with his friends and his family, with the community that he serves in. This is your unexpected birthday gift from heaven. So it's just about releasing, perhaps because things have been a little tough before, according to the moon, emotionally tough, whatever it is that made you feel so serious, so emotionally wrought. Now we have an unexpected release, and you jump up and down, act like a clown, and just express your joy and your love, and you share your wealth. And this again brings more wealth. Like attracts like. It's the law of the universe. So if you want to attract wealth, if you want to attract love and happiness, become it. Be it. And it will come to you. Like attracts like. Create it in your world. All right. So let's see how all this ends. Let's just hope for the best here. Oh, I see. Isn't this interesting? So we have, oh, pardon me. This is the 6 of Swords, which is good. In that, what it depicts is a refugee family being ferried away from the problem, the situation that caused them mental angst. Sores are about the mind. So that's symbolically represented by the choppy waters on one side of the boat, the side that they've just come from, and the calm waters in front of them. There's a distant shore that looks very paradisical. So you are being ferried from the past troubles to a more harmonic and emotionally and mentally peaceful place, internally and externally. So, the Six of Swords sort of encapsulates what the month is all about, which is a leaving behind of mental and emotional turmoil, discord, difficulty, all D's. So now, by the end of the month, the coast is clear. You're free. So celebrate, share, love deeply. Thank you. Oh, wait for my next video if you would like to understand a little bit about my personal readings. So thank you for coming, watching, and namaste. See you next month. The origins of the tarot have been veiled in mystery. We know that its mystical allure has intrigued people for centuries. The tarot has evolved through the ages to become a tool for divination, self-reflection, meditation, and spiritual exploration. It has its origins in ancient Egyptian philosophy, but it's also been influenced by the modern rise of occultism and many various esoteric systems. All of this accumulated wisdom that it spawned and knowledge has been gracefully handed down to us. I personally have been captivated by the mysterious powers of the tarot for over 40 years. And I've found that each reading can offer profound insights, revelations, guidance. It can even be a gateway to the very depths of our soul. I've dedicated a large part of my life energy into understanding the multitude of dream symbols and images that the tarot uses to help open up our psychic mind, that portal into our own depth and soul. If you need any help in understanding yourself, your relationships, your job, your career, or your chosen life path, please don't hesitate to purchase a reading, a personal and private reading from me. I would very much enjoy helping you. Thank you. All my love and namaste.